I'm Ravneet Pawar, Deputy Vice President Global and CEO South Asia for Deakin University. Right now I'm based out of New Delhi. So I guess the healthcare challenges are immense in the country. I think one reason for that is the diverse population, and I think the other reason is the scalability of solutions that the government is trying to provide. The main things happen between the social and the demographic shifts that happen, I guess, in a diverse country like India. And what one really needs is strong policies that can be taken across to the various demographics and the various tiered levels of society in India. So I think that we're doing quite a lot, but a lot needs to happen. Whether you talk about prevention and population health, or you talk about health systems and services, or you talk about health economics and financing, I think all of these aspects need care and need to be looked into more specifically. I think the main focus will be to look at how we use edutech, which is education technology for the health systems. I think that will be the solution going forward. So Deakin University has been in India for over 25 years now, being the first university to set up an office in India. We have been engaged with the Indian healthcare system for a long time to see how we can have any impact and value back to the Indian system. And here actually we have an Institute of Health Transformation that we have set up at Deakin. And through this institute we are looking at various health economic issues that can be dealt with. We are working with some agencies in India where we can partner and we can use digital technology to take forward issues of health and society into the Indian system. Actively, I think looking at healthy population and communities, innovating health services delivery and design, optimizing transitions between care and community, and I think driving equality and equal opportunity for all in health is the main focus for Deakin University. So Deakin has partnered with the Public Health Foundation of India for quite a few years. We are running quite a few projects with the Public Health Foundation of India, whether dealing with health economics or actually dealing in the management of health services or dealing in health promotion. We have a few programs running with them. The other key partnership that we had was with Max Healthcare system, where we are looking at use of data for optimization of healthcare, and that particular system has actually been implemented in Max Healthcare. We're also working in the health sector with the Madras Diabetes Center. As you know that India has a very large population of diabetes and obesity, and what we are trying to do is actually work through institutions like the Diabetic Healthcare, which is the Madras Diabetic Healthcare Foundation, to see what can be done for the rural population in terms of enhancing their care and their acceptability and caution to the diabetic disease. We actually launched a nurse diabetic care program which has been implemented in south of India with the Madras Diabetes Center for equipping the nurses in the rural area on special care for diabetes patients. In addition to that, we are also working through with other institutions like the Shankara Nethralaya for eye care, looking at Biocon for insulin, use of insulin, oral insulin. Then JIPMER, again in the area of health, we've got a few programs, and also with Reliance Life Sciences, where we are working on almost 10 projects around cancer care. You see, it's estimated that 415 million people are suffering from diabetes in India, and the reason for that is multifold. One of the big reasons for that, of course, is sort of the sedentary lifestyle, and also maybe it could be genetic as well. What can we do to support the system in India that can deal with this ever-growing issue, whether it's rural or it's urban? So I think one of the things that we are looking at doing is to look at solutions that can be used and taken to the interiors through the use of technology. And I think that is where the future, like I said earlier, that when you talk about what is the solution going forward for the health sector? It has to involve scalability, it has to involve policy implementation, and it has to involve expertise that has to reach people in the rural area. And I think that is something that Deakin University is committed to working through with India. Yeah, so we have an institution within Deakin University which is called A2I2, which is specifically for pattern recognition and data analytics. And at this particular institution, we are working on discovery of patterns in big and lean data, and also looking at to use these in real world problems. Whether you're talking about use of this for implementation of policy, or you're talking about use of this for improving systems and services. The use of data, big data and lean data is the way forward. And at Deakin, we are doing all of these projects that I mentioned before, which is with Madras Diabetes, also with Max Healthcare, are all in association with our Center for Pattern Recognition and Data Analytics. So definitely that plays a very important role and part in actually implementing and the expertise and the learnings that we can get through pattern recognition and data analytics. We are working on a few projects right now that we will be implementing in India, and one of them is with the Tata Institute, where we are talking about the impact of I guess diet and right eating to human body, and how you actually are able to control your diseases that could be, sort of genetic or non-genetic, but the impact of right eating on human body is what we are working on, and hopefully that will involve a range of services that Deakin will be able to provide through our expertise in artificial intelligence in the healthcare sector. Actually also, looking at things like dementia or looking at mental problems. Again, I think the use of artificial intelligence could be very, very important in how you can do predictive analysis of where the impact is and where the future impact could be. And I think that there is a lot of work happening in India, but I think we still have a long way to go in terms of how we can actually add more value to what we learn through predictive analysis.